Hello everyone, I'm back. We're going to do these finials. These could be done patriotic or they could be done for other holidays. They're really cute and I think that they'll be great for Christmas too. So we're going to do them tonight and we're going to do them patriotic, and maybe at Christmas time we'll do them with a Christmas style. And I think they're just going to be so pretty because I feel like they have a lot of crossover to them. So that's what we're going to do. I obviously got home very late. We had dinner and then the grandkids left and here I am. Hello, hello, hello. When you join, please say hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up my other phone over here. Hello, Kathy. I see you. Hello, hello. How's it going? I need to get some wax paper. So I just laid these out so I can get like an idea. And I'm going to try to do these a little distressed looking. And I think they're going to be really cute. I thought about adding crushed glass to these, but I thought if I do another crushed glass project, somebody might be upset. But I think they'd be so cute. I think they'd be so adorable. Especially with a mirror, I think it'd be lovely. But I do have red, white, and blue. I have light mocha is my white. So I have light mocha, deep midnight blue, and Santa red. So we're going to do these colors on this. And I might need a little precision with my painting of these stars, because I didn't make them star pieces. I just did like the star, like scoring of the stars. How am I doing today? I'm doing really good. Hello, hello. What's up? I see Sherry and Julie and Kathy and Barbara and April Kittle. What's up? All right. So these are finials. That's what I called them. And you probably can't see because my camera is too close, but this is what they look like. And like I said, I think they'll be really awesome for Christmas too. And they are a set of 2 and they're tiered. And so they just kind of are like decorative pieces that you would put in, like, and layer into stuff. I need to scoot my chair over. I feel like my chair is like, what's going on? Hello, Edith. What's up, Beverly? All right, so we're going to do dark wax. And then we're going to paint. And I think that's it. I was looking, I do have I was looking for my marker, but I feel like it's a little bit, it's going to be bright white. It's okay. It'll be okay. Hello, friends. Be sure to say hello when you join. And we're going to start waxing first. Sprinkle me out? Well, thank you. All right. So these are new and, maybe you've seen these, maybe you haven't, I don't know, but they come with stands so you can stand them up and then you can like layer them. They're just going to be really cute. And like I said, I think this will be awesome for Christmas too. Hi, Lisa. Hello, hello. Big thunderstorm here. We just had a thunderstorm in our area. And I'm going to use the dark wax like we used the other day on that cutting board that we did. With the flower that we did, patriotic. It was so cute. It was so adorable. I am going to put some of these on tape. It's just going to make things a little bit easier. What's up, Jane? Hello, Cheryl. I see Brenda Barnes is here. All right. Let me move this and we're going to get some tape here. And then I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it on here and then I'm going to turn it around. That way I can have it kind of in front of me. Flooding, you had flooding in your area? Well, I hope everybody's okay. 5-star review. All right, so I'm just putting everything on a piece of tape and we're gonna wax it. It's gonna make things a lot easier. And then we just have our finials here and our stands. And I'm going to go ahead and do the wax on these really quick. So this is just a chip brush that I cut down like this. I'm gonna load it up. Raining, I think it's raining everywhere. I do. I think it's raining literally everywhere because it just rained here. A bunch of y'all are saying you've got rain. Hi, Lynn. How's it going? Peggy's here. Yeah, I don't know what your weather's like in your area, but it has been raining for days. We have been battling algae in our pool. Feels like nonstop. The girls did go swimming today. That was good. You haven't been, you've been out of pocket a lot, so you missed me? Well, we've missed you. I've been here. I'm telling you, I've been here all the time. I'm here quite often. Oh, you're expecting it after midnight? Well, we have, I think, 70% chance of rain tomorrow. I think tomorrow we have 70% chance of rain. All right, let me get a paper towel. All right, I'm gonna wipe the excess off. Try to wipe the excess off. Oh yeah, painter's tape. I buy it in the bulk packs. Because we also use painter's tape on our laser machines. Sometimes when we have small pieces that we forget to tab, we use painter's tape to pick it up so it doesn't fall through the machines. Rain in South Carolina. I bet you're getting probably what we had. I betcha. All right, let's turn our paper and do these this way. You finally broke down and ordered the American and Christmas ducks. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Did you see the, well, you did see. I don't know if you saw the summer ducks. Oh my gosh, the summer ducks were adorable. But the patriotic ones and the Christmas ones are going to be so good. I'm just waxing all of this because I'm going to paint it. And then I want to distress it. Hello, Patty. Hello, hello. The Christmas today turned out so good, right? Listen, that UV resin is a learning curve. And it definitely takes way longer to do. But for people who are apprehensive about mixing resin and they just want to like pop the top off and like put a light on it, it's a great alternative. But it takes forever. Forever. Because you got to go through so many light cycles. But it did turn out really good. Rain's in North Dakota. See what I'm saying? It's everywhere. That rain is everywhere. All right. So just stain everything. That's what I'm doing. I love to do the stain first when I'm looking to do something like really distressed. Because it gives a really pretty look. The Santa tree was so fun. And I love it with a mirror. The wax is Kilt's dark sealing wax. The problem is they don't sell it like this anymore. It says Amy Howard Home. So you need to look up on Amazon, Amy Howard Home dark wax. That's what it is. Because it's still made by Kilt's, but it's Amy Howard Home now. But this stuff is awesome. And I'm telling you, a little goes a long way. I've had that can for, gosh, probably 2 years or longer. It was 87 and very humid. Yeah, it was hot today. was pretty warm. I was just telling my husband we got to make a Costco run, but I'm like, I think we should go on Sunday instead of Saturday, so it's not so busy. So I think we're going to go to Costco on Sunday. Hello. Make sure you get your edges because that stuff is pigmented. These are going to be so cool. I don't know if you can have the imagination to see them done for Christmas or winter, but oh my gosh. These would also be really fun just to have in general. They're just super cute because you could flip these over. And it still has a star at the top, but you could flip them over and do them that way. Raining in Texas. It's raining everywhere. All right, let's do our stands. Am I doing anything for Father's Day? I'm sure we'll do something. But it probably won't be the whole day. I'm going out tomorrow to get gifts. All right, so let's wipe off this. I did get it in the little slot, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe. Costco's crazy busy on both days. Oh, you're going to your parents on Sunday. So I'm pretty sure my dad's coming over. My dad is also packing to move, but he'll come over. He'll come over and eat with us. But he's moving at the end of this month, and so he's been packing and packing and packing. Oh, your first Father's Day without your dad. You miss him a lot. I know it's probably going to be a hard one. But he's with you in spirit. That is one thing. I always think about like my grandma. I'm like, she's here. She's with us in spirit. We were just talking about my grandma today, me and my sister. I was like, can you believe, like, we were talking about, like, how we age and stuff like that, and I was like, Grandma aged so good. I was like, we must get our genes from her of, like, the, you know, the good aging genes. Alrighty, so this is what we're going to do. So we've got our finials stained. We've got our stands stained. We've got all of these pieces here done, and now we're going to paint our cutout. Let's see here. I am so tired. When Avery stays the night, I do not sleep well. You think about your grandma every day. Yeah, same. All right, so we're going to do a paintbrush. I think I'm just going to do a cheapy brush. This little, like, cheapy brushes. Not that one, though. That one's got paint on it. Let's do this one. Okay, so we're going to do navy blue. This is actually deep midnight blue. It's not navy blue. It's deep midnight blue. It's raining in Central Florida. Oh. I'm going to have to check the weather. Let me get my red. And then we have light mocha. And the red is Santa red. Let me shake it up. The blips. The other day when Avery was crafting and she said, them blips. I'm like, she is too much. You can tell when she has all of her energy, and then when she is just like depleted, she completely checks out. Oh gosh. This one might be empty. Oh, there's a little bit in here. Probably don't need that much. Oh gosh. Your son and his family, your daughter-in-law lost her grandma this morning at 4 a.m. Oh my gosh, that is so, oh gosh, so sad to hear. So sad. Okay, so we're gonna do on the small one here, the smaller one, we're gonna do our blue, and there's pieces that go over this area here. That's these pieces here. So we're gonna, if we get out of the lines, it'll be okay. So I'm gonna do the blue, and I don't wanna do like a major heavy coating because I wanna be able to distress it and it look really cool. So I'm just gonna do like kind of a light, messy coat on where the blue is gonna go. So it's gonna look kind of like that. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. All right, I'm painting right over these stars. It'll be okay. I will come back with a marker and I will take care of them. Might take me a minute, but I'll get it. So the reason I decided to use this little brush is because it's going to create little brush strokes, and I think it's going to distress really cool. And it's not going to be like super heavy coverage. And I can kind of control the finish a little bit more than with a sponge. I really want it to be done with a paintbrush, so when I distress it, it's just the way that I know. I like the sponge finish, but sometimes it's heavy and not the way that I want it to be, and so when I want it to be a specific way, I'll use a paintbrush because I can control it a little bit more. All right, so we're just gonna, and I can still see the stars because it's just a really light, I'll show you in just a second what I mean. So think about it. This is a rounded surface, but it's flat, and we want to create some dimension. And so that's what I'm going to try to do when I sand this and distress it, is give it a little dimension. So that's what I'm going to try to do with my brush here. So it looks kind of like that. See how it's not perfect? There's heavy spots, light spots. I don't want it to be like a full-on coverage. I want this to look a little aged whenever I get done with it. So here's what we're looking like so far. It's gonna be cute. And then up here we have, we'll have some stripes, and there's a star that goes at the top, and then this gets covered. So I just want to get the blue on the blue areas, and then we'll put the white on the white areas. So white, blue. Oh, I need some more paint. And my lines are not straight, y'all. They're not. Heck, I feel like I'm not even seeing the lines properly, but like this. See, they're not even perfect. They're kind of wiggly and wonky. best friend's dad passed away a few weeks ago. He was like a dad to me. You miss him every day. Oh, so sad to hear that. Your dad's 5th heavenly birthday is tomorrow. He would have been 84. Wow. Wow. Hello, Sharon. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday the 13th. All right. It's going to be so good. So good. All right. Let's do this one. So we're going to do stars here. We're going to do stars here. I'm going to go ahead. There is a piece that goes across that, but I'm just going to try to make my line a little straighter. And we're going to do the same thing. Light, messy coat. Very brush strokey. That's the look I'm going for. It's one of them new paint finishes. Hi, Diana. How's it going? All right. And I'm painting the little slot, the tab that goes in the stand. It'll be okay. All right. What else do I want to do to this? Let's do, we'll paint that, and then we'll paint this. Oh, I need to do, which one goes where? This one, does this one go here? No, that's the big one. So this goes here. So we're gonna paint this blue. I'm trying to do all the blue things. That's blue. It's kind of sloppy, messy. And then let's do this blue. This piece right here is going to go on there. Right? Yes. So we're going to do this blue and white. And then we're going to do the bottom part of it, blue and white, or blue. That is terrible. I can actually see that this line is not straight at all. All right, so that's going to go there. And I think that's pretty good. All right. Is that everything that I was going to do? Blue. Yes. Okay. So let's clean out our brush. Hello. I see everybody's here. Welcome. In case you didn't see me earlier, we did a Santa hat Christmas tree. It was really cute. It was a lot of fun. Took us forever. Oh my gosh. It just completely snapped. I said I was going to use a cheapy, cheapy brush, and it is a cheapy brush. Let me see. Do I have another cheapy brush? Let me go get another one. I have a bin of them. Actually, they're the girls' brushes, but I'm going to use them. We're going to use them. All right, so now we're going to use Santa Red. Okay, and we're going to do, which piece goes where? I got to look at my picture. Okay, so this one, I believe, goes here. So that's going to be white. So we're going to do all of this red. And this is that Santa Red, and I just love how it looks. I just go right up there. And I'm just going to paint right over this because we're going to glue something onto it. So good. So good. Hi, Candace. I sprayed alcohol by accident instead of water, and now I can smell it. Holy smokes. Today I worked on some fall stuff and Halloween. Really excited for those. All right. So this one gets the solid. Yes, this one gets the solid. So let's do this one. And what else? And then it gets, this one will be red and white. And it's going to be red. I just stuck my finger right on top of that. Why did I do that? This is going to be the middle. So I need to paint the middle red. And the outside is going to be that light mocha. So good, so good, so good. I could probably use a little bit more. All right. Spot right there. Okay, and then the rest of it's going to be white. So now let's do this one, and this is going to be red. These are going to be red and white. That's going to be fun. Holy cow. So messy. I love this Santa Red. If y'all don't have Santa Red, you need to get it because it's a really good red. It's not as rusticy as the Tuscan Red, but it's a really pretty red. I do like it a lot. Okay, and then this will be red here. Now, if you did this for Christmas, you could do Christmas colors and you could add like metallics if you wanted to. You could add some texture. You could do so many things, but for this, we're going to do ours patriotic. I mean, why not, right? All right, I think that's everything. Yes. Hopefully we don't break our brush this time. All right, let's get us a different brush and let's dry this so we can do the white. This is already dry. And it's not actually white, it's light mocha. It is deco art. It is. Oh, I gotta do the red on here. Let's do some white. We'll go ahead and do some white. All right, so, oh, and I gotta figure out what I do want to do with my stands. Oh, so anything on here that's gonna be white is gonna be these stripes here on this one. So let's go ahead and do these stripes and get those knocked out. And I'm not doing a heavy coat, just very light, and then I'm gonna sand it. I'm not looking for like sharp lines or perfection. I just want some stripes. They're kind of crooked, but it'll be okay. All right, then the piece that goes at the bottom of this one is this one, I believe. And actually, these are both going to be white, so it doesn't really matter. And messy coats. Uneven, messy. For me, the messier the better. All right, and then I'm gonna pull this off of here as well and do the stripe down the middle of this one. I was saying, in case y'all weren't here when I was talking about it, I was like, this would be really cool to add the crushed glass to for texture and dimension. It would be really cool. All right, that one's done. Let's do this one. And just try to get a straight line. Oh my gosh. Do you see what I did? Never fails. Never fails. Try to clean it up and make it look like it was on purpose. Oh, goodness gracious. Never a dull moment. Then we got to do our stars. So when you're crafting and you're painting, like, try to think of different looks that you might like to try, and because you never know how the combination of like your brush, like sometimes seeing the brush strokes adds the character, and sometimes it just doesn't look good. Like trying to paint a star is kind of challenging. Because you can get those really ugly brush strokes because they're all going different directions. But I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's do the other one. And there's a bunch of wax right there, so I don't want that. It'll make my paint brown. I also try to keep my lines where I paint wet so that they don't dry out and create like a separation where one layer kind of meets another layer. This looks pretty good. All right. Now, I need to do the red so that then I can do the white, because I don't want to do the white first. I want to do the red first. So how do I want to do the pattern? Let's do the outer. Gosh, that's so not straight. That looks so bad. And then just go, just try. See, my lines are not perfect. Just try. It's an opportunity to practice. So we're gonna do the next one. And I like to go down and then come back up and go down on the across the same path again. I'm gonna flip it around. And I don't have a lot of paint on my brush. Might look like I do, but I don't have a lot of paint. You know how when you're drawing and you like do like dashes, it can leave really weird, like almost like an indentation, like a not a straight line. We don't want that with our paint. So that's why I try to come back and go over the same area again. And it doesn't look too bad. All right, do the next one. My issue is that I can't, like, my hand moves and I can't keep a straight line. My hand's not steady. So my line gets a little wavy. I just try to make it part of the look. That's pretty much all I can do. All right, let me flip this around. Do this side. Should have just used a marker. Okay. That looks actually really good. I'm very impressed with myself. Oh gosh. Oh, you're excited to get this month's t-shirt? You commented t-shirt and it's gonna send a message. You hate when you do that? I do too. All right. Let's go back to our white, make sure everything's dry. And then I think I'm gonna leave my stands brown, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I forgot my ink, my stamp. All right, let's start with what's big in the middle. Oh, Now I gotta get to the line here and not get into the bottom color. That's not bad. So this is probably going to be our last patriotic craft that we do. And we're going to do some summer. And then we're going to do fall and Christmas coming up in July. Very excited. That's not bad. Got to be your own cheerleader sometimes. Pretty impressed. This definitely requires some focus. I love my new air conditioner, by the way. It's pretty awesome. I have it set on eco mode right now, and it works fantastic. Look. Can you see this for Christmas time? See it with like Christmas trees, and if you did, can you imagine if you did this with like the looking glass spray paint? That would be cool too. I've got to get this little spot here. Try to paint it to look like it's not going to go into the red. Bam! Voila! So good. Love it. Looks so good. Okay, that is the last one we need to do, I believe. I think I want to do brown stands. All right, let's let this one dry, and we will do our sanding. So I have two sandpapers here. This one's a little rougher. This one's a lot smoother. It's not going to distress as much. So if we do too much with this, we'll switch over to this one. And I'm just going to lightly sand. I got to still do my stars. And this is how it's distressing. Kind of chippy and worn and weathered. Just kind of like so. Very aged. All right, let's do our red. And I'm just trying to go the direction that it's kind of going down. And I'll go over it just a little bit. Start to come together. To the bottom. All right, let's do our stars really quick before we distress it. I think I want to do my marker. I'm going to do this Sharpie marker for our stars. And I know that it's a brighter white, but I think I can antique over this and make it look dingy like the white that we use, the light mocha. And I really can't see very good. I might need a couple of coats. So cute. There's not that many stars, so they don't have to be perfect. I'm doing a really bad job, but I'm about to sand them. That was so bad. There's stars on that too. That star looks atrocious. I just want you to see what they look like before I color them in. Like, look at that. But it's going to be so good. I just tell myself that because I'm like, in the end, we'll make it work. It'll be great. It'll add character. It'll look handmade. Have you seen some of the stuff in the stores lately? It's so imperfect. So imperfect. All right, let's go over it one more time. Do our second coat. Stay in the lines. Oh, this is not bad. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Oh my goodness. That star just got really big. That's what happened there. So my husband took the girls out today and they went to the mall and he bought them little mini Yetis. I thought they were so cute. And then he got them crowns, like little plastic crowns that you play dress up with. And Riley's crown is bigger than Avery's. And so she told me that the small crown was for Avery because she was a princess. And Riley got the big one because she is a queen. I thought that was so funny. I was like, you are too much. You are too much, ma'am. She's a queen. Her crown is much larger than her sister's. If you do this for another season, you can do a decorative paper or something over the stars. if you don't want to use those. All right, let's go back over here and do a second coat on this one. This kit is the pair. You get both of them. So bad. Once I add the white, I can see where the outline is, and I am very far off the mark. Okay, I'm done. I'm so done. It is very sweet. It's very sweet. Aren't these cool? They're so patriotic and fun. Alrighty. So, let's do, I think they're sanded. All right, let's lightly go over these. Try to match what we got happening up top. Ooh. You see my star in the middle? That's not what I was looking for. Let's distress it a little more, make it a little aged. I'll have to come back and add some more white to that because that's not exactly what I was looking for. That was a little too much there. That's not bad. It's the look I'm going for sure. All right, what goes with this? This one gets this. All right, so I'm going to start putting this together. Let me get my glue. My crusty glue. And we're going to try to make this go with the rest of it. I'll use my wax instead of the ink for this one. All right, let me get my little wax brush here. All right, I'm just going to go over it lightly. And it's going to bring back some of the richness. And there's just what's on my brush. I'm not going to add any more. And then you can kind of see the color difference now. See, just adding that little bit of residue just deepens the color, but it doesn't make it like real brown. All right, so this is gonna go here. And I'm just gonna sand right here so my glue is gonna stick a little better. It's gonna go on like so. There's wax on the edge. Like this. All right, let's get our star. Which star goes there? That star. I don't want to overdo this. And just kind of sand in the middle. Just give it a little character. I'm being really light-handed because this stuff will flake off of here. All right, so the star looks kind of like that. And then I'm going to sand so our star will stick pretty good. And we're going to put that up top. And you can do your edges if that bothers you. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of the wax to this. Just a little bit. All right, then here is where I believe this one goes. Yes. So we're going to sand this one lightly. I wish I would have added these sooner in the season because I think they would have been so fun to like put on like your kitchen on your table for like a, or even when you're like for a party, like your 4th of July festivities. These would be really cute in an entryway on a table. They're just really fun. That was a little too much. All right, let's sand that. Spot there. I don't know that I'm going to love the brown stands. I have to think about it. I might do them white. But I'm going to stick it in there and see how I like it. All right, so this is the next one. And then the smaller one goes in that area right there. And do a light. Put that. This on. So when you get out of the lines, it's just going to get covered up. I mean, look how good that looks. Isn't this cute? These are so fun. So much fun. All right, let's see. Smaller stand goes with this one, so let's sand this. Let's see how we like it. Stick it in. Stick it in my paint. No. I got paint on my sandpaper. Like, how does that even happen? Oh, it never fails. I actually like the brown. I'm going to stick with the brown. I'm going to keep a brown stand. I really like that. I really like it. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, you guys. All right, this is in the brown stand. If you want to do a different color, you can. That's cute. I'm gonna let that sit right there. All right, let's finish this one. And it's basically the same thing that we did on the other one. We're gonna sand it, distress it, and then wax over it. Try not to do too much. If anything, you're going to take away some really cool light techniques that you can use to distress. I mean, look at that. It just looks so good. All right, I'm going to do a little softer. Gotta try to make this blue kind of match the others. It looks a little more distressed. These stars look a little blue instead of white. I'm just gonna go over them. And then I'll sand them again. They are very deformed stars. So quiet in here. Not so chatty tonight. I had a long day. All right, let's let that sit just for a second. Let's do the rest of our distressing. I'm in love. So good. All right, let's do all of this except for the bottom. All right, let's do our stars. Something about that white on that blue just makes it look like a blue white. Don't know why. Alrighty, let's glue on our star. Sometimes the wax and this glue doesn't work very good together. All right, then we're gonna do this one. We're almost done. This is it's a fairly easy, quick. I think it depends on what you do to it. These would be really cute on a dining table. What do we have for dinner? My husband made chicken legs on the grill, and he kind of smoked them. So he uses like apple cider vinegar to like marinate them, and then he cooks them on the grill, and then as they're cooking, he like bastes them with the apple cider vinegar. It's real so good. So good. They're my favorite chicken legs. And then we had collard greens. So that was our dinner. I had 2 chicken legs and no collard greens. I gotta be in the mood for collard greens, y'all. I do. So I just had chicken for dinner. There's this one. And then we'll do our little piece down here at the bottom. And that will be this one and the other one completely done. I love smoked chicken. I just like chicken. Chicken's my favorite. All right, let's do our stand. I'm just giving it a light distress. And then we're going to glue this one. We're going to hold it here just for a second. It's really good. So he puts something in the apple cider vinegar. It's like some sort of seasonings. And we have a Blackstone. So sometimes it's hard to like smoke something, you know, because it's directly on. So you put down a grate. If you put down like you know, the baking grates, or not baking grates, but like cooling grates to put like cookies on. We have the metal ones, and they have that little like ridge, so it sits up off the counter, so it sits up off of the grill, and so he'll cook it on that, on the Blackstone. That way you can turn it, and then when the apple cider vinegar gets put on there, it like steams, and it's not really like smoke. It's maybe it's steaming, but then it caramelizes a little bit. And then that kind of burns up on the grill, and then it just kind of creates the goodness. There's a whole process to it. It's really good chicken. All right. These turned out so good. Look at these. Oh my goodness gracious. I love them. And even though the stars are not perfect and they're not quite the same white, I think it's okay. I do think I want to add a little more dingy to the top stars. Just like a little. Mostly around the edges. That one might be a little darker than this one. But I love the finish. I love the way they turned out. And just a fun fact, you can flip it around and you can kind of like freehand over this and do it reversible. If you wanted to, you could do that. But this is how they turned out, and I think that they're just so cool. So if you just want something that's kind of decorative, like a filler, no sign, no nothing, you can just kind of stick these kind of together, paired up for the holidays. You know, it's hard to do this backwards, but they're really cute. So if you're just watching, today we started our summer sale. There's 4 days. There is 15% all the way to 50% off. And if you comment the word splash, Facebook Messenger will send you a message, and it will have in the message a link to take you to the summer sale page where all the information is. And you can go check out the sale. Like I said, it's 4 days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And that's going to be like our sale for June is a summer sale. We've included all the glass sizes, the sun catcher outlines are included, Christmas, fall, t-shirts are all the t-shirt styles are included. Night lights are half off, huggers and add-ons are half off. And I believe spindle inserts and spindle bases are half off. I think I did that this time. And then resin is 15% off and glass is 15% off. And the wood cutouts, I believe, are 20% off. And then all the other kits are 25%. So that's the different things that are happening. And you can go to that page and see all the things. So if you comment the word splash, because it's, you know, summer and all, I thought that'd be a fun little like keyword to use. So splash will get you a messenger message sent to you from my page. It's automated, and then it'll have the link to take you to that the information for the sale. And then of course you can then on that page you'll see the menu there, and you can go anywhere you want to go. But everything's kind of organized there. You can see it, and if you want to shop over the weekend, you can do that too. And then our next sale will not be till the end of the month. And usually those are a little bit different sales. We don't do such big promotions during the end of the month. We try to just do something to like, you know, give people like last minute, you know, savings for the month. And I think that's it. So here is our craft for tonight. I thought, why not do this one? Because I just really thought that somebody needed to see how these need to be done. Because they look They look cool plain, but if you don't have a vision for it, it's really hard to like see, well, what do you do with these? And you could add little highlights with markers and do little details. I'm not going to do that, but you could if you wanted to. And you could dress them up. You could add rhinestones. You could add glimmer, shimmer. Do so much. So much. So, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I know it was super quiet, not a lot of conversation. I'm tired and I'm literally gonna go, this is one of those days where I'm like, you know when you're tired because your body's like, okay, just go lay down and you'll go to sleep. But I did want to come here. I told you guys I would be here this evening, and so I wanted to come and craft with you. And I was really looking forward to doing this one, so. Will you have all the new releases for Christmas out? They are already all out. So if you go to the newest collection, it says our newest, everything is listed. Our next Christmas release will happen in August for Christmas. So we do like a mini Christmas, which y'all, mini for us is like, I think we released 65 kits in the pack this week. 65. I believe it was 65. It could be 68. And that's not even including the 100 Suncatcher outlines that I did like 2 weeks before that. So I've had a very busy design month, and so I'm taking like a design break. So we will have our next new stuff that comes out for fall and Halloween in July. And I've already started working on that, but I'm taking my time to do those. So our Christmas release is what we released for Christmas in July. So we did it in June so that you can get it in June and have it for July crafting for Christmas in July. And then we'll have another release, like I said, in August. So if you go to the shop and you want to see what's new, you go to the menu. So if you go to the menu, it'll say our newest. It is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down says our newest. If you click on that, everything that we just released this week is in this collection. There is 83 products. So all of the Christmas is in the newest, and then it's also divided into Christmas and winter. So some stuff is very wintry. Oh, and ornaments. We have the ornaments that are in newest and in the ornaments collection. So we have some stuff that fits into the Christmas collection, some stuff that goes into the winter collection, some stuff is in the ornaments collection, but everything that's new is in this. And so if you see, there's a little slash through the price. Even all the new Christmas stuff is on sale. So I feel like when we do these new drops, we don't always have it immediately on sale. It's not always on sale. It usually happens like a couple cycles later, but it just so happened that the timing is what it is. And so you're going to get to take advantage of all the savings on those Christmas kits. So if you want to get them for like the upcoming season for like Christmas crafting, not maybe in July, but at Christmas time, take advantage of these opportunities because we try to do a sale a month and it just varies. It might be a 1-day sale. It might be a 2-day. It might be a 4-day. And it's just kind of whatever I feel like I can manage because I have to make that whole sales page. I have to do all the discounts. I have to do all the planning. I have to like coordinate all of that. And then it's promoting and marketing all of that stuff too. So, so that's where all the Christmas is. And then as we get closer to like August, things that we did not release for Christmas in July, we will release new things for the Christmas season. So there'll be like another round of Christmas that comes that's like the huggers, the add-ons, inserts, signs, door hangers, just different things like that that we didn't do this time because I only have so much time in a day. But I will tell you, the fall collection, if you go to fall, so in the menu, also I want to tell you this. In case you did not know this. So this is the landing page. This is the home page. if you go on this page and you scroll this whole page, there's all the collections here too. We have got collections everywhere you look. There's even a collections page. So everything is like organized, and you can like see from the main, when you go directly to our website, everything's here. I haven't quite finished all the little blocks redoing them. I'll get to it when I get to it, but everything is here. And then we tell you about our crafty crate. Then we have like our t-shirts. We have, this is weekly deals. So weekly deals are, it says 25% off. I need to fix that. We changed it this year. That just goes to show you how much I need to go update the website. These are 30% off on Mondays. So right now, these featured hutches are all 30% off. And Michelle will pick anywhere from 6 to 8 craft kits, and she will feature them from Monday to Sunday, and they will be in the weekly deals. And so like these hutches right here are $15. Well, some of them are 15. Actually, all of them are 15. So I just swiped through them. And so she picked all of these hutches here. So these are the featured ones at the bottom. And then under here, if you see where it says reviews, people leave reviews and they leave their photos with their inspiration. And then we have things that are clearance. So where it says clearance here, this is our warehouse inventory. That's all the overstock that was in that inventory room that we've converted. I told you we needed to clear out that whole room because we have too many kits to cut every single one of them and just keep inventory. Until we grow the warehouse to where we can actually have like cut kits sitting in a room in just a huge warehouse, we needed that room to expand into. And we have 2 more years in our location before we can, you know, move up and grow. So we got to take advantage of how can we grow here. And so anything that was cut in that room is in the warehouse collection, inventory collection. So, and some of it says it's sold out because it's sold out, but go take advantage of that because everything in that collection is half off. Every bit of it. Anything that was already cut and inventoried in that room that we have on hand is half off. And you can also go to the menu and go to where it says warehouse sale. And that is this collection right here. And you can also sort these by price. So if you want to find things that are really inexpensive and super cheap, you can do that. And I will tell you, we're finding things. We are finding things in other bins. So this warehouse sale keeps getting updated when we find stuff that we didn't know we had, and we add it. So we are constantly updating this with things that we're finding. Stuff that also what goes in here is things that I don't get a chance to craft. So when I do all of the test cuts and I make like a second one to, you know, maybe craft at another time, like these, and if I don't get to it, all those things that I had here in this building that I took back to the warehouse, all of those one-offs all also get listed. So when we don't get to if I don't get to them to paint them and craft them, then we put them in that warehouse sale. So be sure to take advantage of that. And then let's see what else. Oh, and then our collections is organized with different information. So like this one says sales and deals. This one says bulk collection. So if you do anything bulk related or you buy like that, this is the only thing we have in the shop that's actually bulk listed. If you want bulk or wholesale prices, which is higher volume quantities, then you email me because it's a discount code. We send you discount codes to order in bulk, and we have minimum requirements. And then this is seasonal. So you got seasonal here. And then you have holidays. So holidays are organized here. And then we have our sun catchers, glass and resin. We have our everyday collections, and it's like the Hutch collection. This one is cutting boards and tags, night lights, tiered tray kits, fillers and trinkets. There's something for everyone. Mini little signs. Crafty kids, personalized. And then we have the interchangeable collection, and there's multiple interchangeable collections, and they're all organized by category. And round signs, you got round signs, door hangers, porch add-ons, paint your own earrings right here. The t-shirt collection is right there. And then you have what we call our other collections. Like the spindle collection, shelf sitters, planter boxes, the wide words, wind spinners, past crafty crates, craft supplies. Then we have our subscriptions. We have subscriptions here. And then we have helpful information. And then that's it. And then you can see at the very bottom, like all the payments that we accept. Yeah, so there's a lot. So everything is in the shop. Our next new kit release will be for fall and Halloween. So that's it. That's it. We've done our summer. We've done our patriotic. We just did our Christmas in July. We just did a huge release of the wood outlines for sun catchers. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So these turned out really lovely. You want to get these, you can go check them out. They're in the patriotic and Christmas collections. I put them in Christmas because I feel like you could totally do them Christmas. It just depends on how creative you are. But that's our craft for tonight. And don't forget to use the word splash, and Messenger will send you a message to take you to our 4-day sale. We do have email reminders scheduled to go out all weekend, so that if you are like, oh, I'll do that Sunday, I'll do that Saturday, I'll do it Monday. We have little reminders that are going out. We'll send out a broadcast. I'll make a post about it again. And yeah, that's it. So y'all enjoy your night. Thank you so much for being here and crafting with me. And go check out the video we did earlier today, or I did earlier, doing the Santa hat on the tree. So cute. So stinking cute. You are very welcome, Peggy. Thank you. Thank you so much. TNT Backroom Crafts and Creations. The keyword does not work for pages. So the automation cannot message a page. So you have to use your personal account. It's just, we use ManyChat, and ManyChat does not message it. The automation through Facebook won't let you message a page. So, and I'll post the link in the comments whenever I get off of here, so you guys have it in case you don't want a message. So y'all enjoy your night, enjoy your weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I don't know who is listening, but have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next time.